Yeah, no doubt, Mel. When you talk about the decision-making being concerning, that is absolutely true. But when you go look at the video and study this kid, he's got more talent than any other passer in this entire draft. Let me show you what I'm talking about when you see him. Watch him on the move, the roll, right, show you the touch, the accuracy to be able to get this ball up and down, very smooth, very easy on the road against Michigan State. How about the ability to rip a skinny post in here? Can you fit a ball in a tight window? Watch the triangle of defenders. He's able to squeeze that one in with premier velocity. Now, can you read the full field? He doesn't do a lot of it, but you see glimpses of it, like here against LSU, working right to left. His feet don't even follow his eyes. He still is able to whip the ball out there to the flat very smoothly. And then it's the creativity to be able to buy some time and to be able to throw on the move. LSU, think about the difference in talent between Utah State and LSU. This kid has a lot of ability, but he's got to clean up the decision-making.
With the 62nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select A.J. Dillon, running back, Boston College.
Well, I think Aaron Rodgers will be okay with this pick, ladies and gentlemen, because he gets himself a skill position player. And A.J. Dillon skillfully rewrote the record book for running backs at Boston College. He left the program there with career rushing records for yards, rushing yards, all-purpose yards, rushing touchdowns, and total touchdowns. And also had a pretty impressive combine, ran a 4.53 40 in Indianapolis.
With the 94th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Josiah DeGuara, tight end, Cincinnati.
All right, Josiah DeGuara, again, there are only two tight ends in the history of Cincinnati that have over 1,000 receiving yards in their career. It's DeGuara, and it's not Travis Kelce, it's Brent Selleck. Josiah DeGuara is a guy that moved a little bit all over the field and is given an option now for Aaron Rodgers. The Packers also off the board with another player taken, the linebacker Kamal Martin, Daniel.
Yeah, Kamal Martin, the first tape I popped on was Purdue. He had 2 picks in that game. So, you know, he's very aware, very instinctive, has a zone dropper in coverage here. He shoots gaps. They line him up, just let him shoot gaps and try and penetrate and create negative plays. He does a very nice job with that. But you're drafting him for what he can do, help you in coverage, as well as being able to cut him loose and let him shoot gaps and make plays.
John Runyon, the son, is off the board, Mel.
Veteran, you talk about 26 career starts. He had 25 starts at left tackle, 1 start at right tackle. But what he's going to be in the NFL at 6'4" and change, 306 pounds with shorter arms than you prefer, is a guard. He's going to have to move inside to the guard spot. Athleticism, he can hold up there as a pass blocker. He did at tackle. I thought he more than held his own out there on that island at tackle, both at right tackle for that one game and at left tackle in all those games. 25 starts there. Issue with him at guard will be the power rushers. Can he handle that and transition inside? Evidence came this year when, as I said, he was challenged in pass protection at that left tackle spot, and he did a pretty good job. Kicked him inside at 6'4", like I say, with the short arms. We'll see what happens in the NFL with the Green Bay Packers. I would not bet against them being a contributor to that Buffalo Bill offense.
All right, Mel, Green Bay goes Jake Hansen, the center out of Oregon, pumped out 33 reps at the combine.
Oh, this Oregon offensive line got a lot of hype coming into the year. Their best player is actually their left tackle, who we'll see in next year's draft, Penei Sewell. But with Hansen, he's started a bunch of football, 49 games. He's got a strong punch. He can latch and drive. Does a great job of really running his feet on contact. The issue that he has, he'll struggle with quickness some in pass protection, has a little bit of a bad habit ducking his head. That can be improved. But somebody, again, a lot of experience in protecting Justin Herbert there for the Ducks.
All right, so we'll see how that plays out for Hansen as he is off the board through the draft. And another selection, and this one is Simon Stepaniak, the offensive lineman out of Indiana.
Yeah, Stepaniak has his hands really, really tight. When I watched the first game, I watched him against Devon Hamilton from Ohio State, and he really struggled. And so I thought, okay, I don't know what I have with this guy. And then the more I watched, I found out that was just a bad day at the office. He's just really strong with his hands when he can keep them in. If his hands gets wide, he gets in trouble. That's his whole deal. But again, somebody that started 32 games in the Big Ten, I think he'll get a chance to be a rotational interior offensive lineman.
Well, 37 reps at the Combine, second only to Fresno State offensive lineman Nafane Mute. 37 reps at 225. Taking a look at what the Packers have done, a lot of curiosity about what they did in the first round with Jordan Love. Then they take the uber-productive running back out of Boston College, A.J. Dillon. They get the second tight end in Cincinnati history with 1,000 yards receiving for their career, the other one being Brent Selleck, not Travis Kelce. They get John Runyon, the son of the All-American John Runyon, who played all those years in the NFL, and now Simon Stepaniak. Take a look at Jonathan Garvin now, the defensive end out of Miami, who goes to the Packers.
He flashes, Trey. You see glimpses of Jonathan Garvin maybe becoming a starting defensive end in the NFL. He's a very athletic kid. Only ran 4.82, but a tremendously gifted athlete. Really saved his best for last this year against Duke at 10 tackles in that game, 3.5 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. Had he done that all year, you'd have been looking at a much earlier draft pick with Jonathan Garvin. He has a rip move. He takes good angles getting to the quarterback, brings inside and outside pressure. Decent against the run, not great, but I think you look at the way he chases in lateral pursuit, you got to like that. Can hold the point, sheds pretty well, could wrap up a little better, but overall, like I said, you look at Jonathan Garvin, you see in certain games an opportunity for this kid to become a factor, maybe as a situational pass rusher with his ability at times to get after the quarterback.